Good morning. I'm out walking navvy on the South Downs this morning, which is a long way from Scotland, but I thought I would take the opportunity to go through the kit that I use on the Badger Divide. Let you know what I brought, what was worth bringing, what I could maybe have done without. But yeah, let's have a look. Let's start with the bike. I won't spend too long on this, as I have a new bike day video on my channel that covers all the specs and components already. The only changes from that video are that the rear tyre has been replaced from the stock WTB Nano to a 40mm Pirelli Cinturato Gravel M tyre, which is infinitely better, and I'll be replacing the front tyre to match very soon. I also fitted a toe peak Versa cage to the front fork to carry the bivvy bag. So speaking of the bivvy bag, let's start there with the kit. This is the Alpkit Elan bivvy, which I absolutely adore. Alongside that I brought two 950ml drinks bottles. At the start of the ride I had one with SIS energy drink and another with a heavily diluted SIS hydration tab. This is what I found works for me over many years, doing the longer rides. But as the ride went on, there was just more plain water going in. On the back we have a restrapped saddlebag holster with a 14-litre dry bag. In here we have my sleeping bag, which is just a cheap thing from eBay. This is the first thing that I'm going to replace for future bikepacking adventures, just to get something lighter and more compactable. I also have a microfiber towel and my rain jacket. I feel like now is a good time to point out the trainers. So because I had travelled up to Inverness by train and would be heading straight home again from Glasgow, I wanted a change of clothes to travel in. If I'm more local to the start or finish, I wouldn't have needed these and could have packed lighter. I also had a t-shirt, trousers, boxers and socks, in addition to what's not shown here, because I was wearing these when I took the photo. In an old saddlebag, I made up a first aid kit, which I'm thankful I didn't need, but would always have with me on rides like these. In it I have mid repellent, antiseptic wipes, medical tape, plasters, tweezers, scissors, some gauze, bandages and sun cream. I also had a small pot of chamois cream there for the second day, which I would be needing. In the restrapped bolt top tube bag I had my tools and spare inner tube, along with some cash and a cafe lock. My toolkit consists of my X-Tools multi-tool, tubeless slugs, cable ties, tyre levers, tyre boot, a couple of CO2 canisters, CO2 adapter, spare tubeless valve, some shoe glue, which is actually pretty handy for putting over the top of a plugged hole, and a hand pump with some electrical tape wrapped around it. You may also be wondering why I have a bit of toothpaste tube, and that's because it can work as an emergency tyre boot that weighs next to nothing. Fortunately, I didn't need any of these tools apart from the electrical tape, which I used to hold my old frame bag together after the zip broke. Now I mentioned a frame bag just now, and I decided to replace that with a handlebar bag that I bought in Inverness the day before the ride. So I stuffed the unused frame bag in the new bag, along with my food and electrical bits. I knew I'd be able to buy food on the way, but also that I wanted enough emergency rations to see me through to the next food stop if needed. So I started the ride with 2 bags of Haribo, 3 High 5 energy bars and 4 SIS gels. I also had some homemade energy bars, but I don't know why these aren't in the picture. For hydration, I also brought some hydration tabs and some extra energy powder. In here I also had spare GoPro batteries, SD card and tripod, my lav mic, power bank and various cables for charging my GoPro watch and phone. I also had a multi-USB plug and Bluetooth headphones, which again I only had with me for travel and overnight stay and weren't used on the ride itself. Then I had some Vaseline, toothbrush and toothpaste and a head net to keep the midges away, which I didn't actually end up using. On the bike I had my GoPro, front and rear lights and my Wahoo. And also in the handlebars I've got the Muck Off tubeless repair kit, so that just hides away discreetly in the bar ends. It's a really cool bit of kit, which again thankfully I didn't need, but that just lives on the bike, so it's always with me, which is good. Finally, in terms of what I wore, I had my Oakley Dirt 5 helmet, photochromic sunglasses, gloves, socks, shoes, vest base layer, long sleeve jersey, gilet, shorts, neck puff, leg warmers, and waterproof trousers. Nevi! Here! Good girl. All in all, apart from the bits that I only had with me because I couldn't leave them and pick up later because of my travel needs, I don't think I did too badly in terms of packing. The bits I didn't use I was still glad I had with me, like my tools and first aid kit. Maybe the waterproof trousers weren't needed as I didn't actually wear them, and my travelling trousers that I also had with me were waterproof too, so I could have just worn these in a pinch. Hopefully that gives you a bit of insight into what you might need on a trip like this. Let me know in the comments if there's anything that I didn't bring that you bring on trips such as these, or also if you've got a better suggestion than having to carry trainers with me the whole way, which I wouldn't actually be wearing. I didn't even wear them on the ride home because they got soaking wet, so I just wore my cycling shoes back. Thank you so much for watching. If you did like the video, please subscribe. Only 8.8% of my viewers are also subscribers. So statistically, if you're watching this, you still need to hit that subscribe button. So please do. Have a terrific day, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye. Good girl.